Hello, hello, hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. Still, my name is Foster, and still, I am here with
Alexia. Hi.
Alexia. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I am doing quite well. Thank you for asking. And today, we're going to be a little bit more calm, a little more zen, perhaps. A little more well-rested.
Yes. So today we are talking about a thing that I already posted on our Instagram, @inglês
Good marketing.
and the importance of taking time for yourself, which means to rest.
Yeah, and just full disclosure. Okay, first, we're continuing our conversation talking about our most recent vacation, the things that we learned, our experiences, etc. Secondly, full disclosure, full transparency. I am a person that has a very, very difficult time resting. I don't sleep well. I kind of have this strange aversion to feeling tired. For some reason, I equate being tired with being sick. And I just don't like it. And it's difficult for me. Alexia, on the other hand, she's good at getting rest. And I remember, I believe on the last day of our vacation, you said something like, I cannot wait to return home and we will feel so rested and so rejuvenated. And I just thought that was beautiful, and I want you to explain what you mean by that and kind of teach me your secrets.
I think it goes back to what I was saying on the first episode about vacations, that it was a time to reconnect, especially with ourselves, because we think about work, money, family, things that we have to do, like pay our bills and produce, and being creative all of the time, and thinking about what we want to tell you guys on the next episode. And sometimes it's too much that we forget to take care of ourselves.
Sometimes.
And I realized that me personally, I need to take at least 3 days, 5 days off without thinking about anything to be back renovada.
Yeah. You could say rejuvenated.
Or renewed.
Renewed, exactly. Refreshed.
Refreshed, yes.
A lot of good words to say more or less the same thing. Okay, very basic question, Alexia.
And motivated.
And motivated. Ready to go.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's very cool. I don't know if I'm completely there yet, so let me ask you a few basic questions about rest. Is that cool?
Yeah.
What is rest for you? Like for me, in my very limited understanding of rest, I think of just about sleep or laying down. That's rest for me.
No, it's not, because we didn't sleep that much during our vacation because Buddy was afraid during the night.
Thanks, Buddy.
We are going to talk about that on another episode. But to rest is to really, really do what you like. So, for example, if I want to take a walk, I'm going to take a walk. If I want to spend time watching shows, watching a movie, that's fine. If I want to play guitar, I'm going to play guitar. Anything that makes you do what you want without thinking about of your obligations is rest for me.
Yeah, so kind of anything that gives you a short break from the responsibilities and necessities of everyday reality.
So during our normal days here working, for me, there are 2 times that I take breaks. One is taking Buddy out to have his walk. This is amazing because I'm outside. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not thinking about anything besides, is he pooping? Is he peeing? Is he grabbing anything from the street? So it's perfect. And the second time is when I am watching a new show on Netflix or whatever. And this is rest for me.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. I definitely agree with walking. I've talked about this many times on the show, but I think walking is like the best human activity that you can do. And if you can do it with a dog, it's even better. So I definitely agree that walking is definitely a form of rest.
Yeah.
Just my mind kind of works differently when I'm walking. I'm not as anxious. I have wind in my face. My body's moving. That's really nice.
Yeah. And I think that, for example, I woke up at 5:30 today because Buddy woke me up at 5:30. And I am ready to go. I'm not like, oh my goodness, I woke up at 5:30. So it really depends on your mood as well. I'm not going to lie. I love to sleep. I love to sleep well and to really, really rest during the night. If I don't sleep that well, I'm not going to be 100% on the next day, but I can turn myself around and maybe my day would be like 50%, 40% without sleeping well. I can make it go to 60, 70%.
Yeah. I think just listening to you explain your definition of rest, something that just kind of boom, became much more clear to me. And clarify this if I'm mistaking something, okay? So essentially, rest for you is something that rejuvenates, something that gives you more energy in the future. And the opposite of rest is something that takes away your energy. So you will feel worse. You will feel more frustrated and probably more anxious and more depleted and exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thinking about it in that way, I can consider a lot of things like playing guitar. When I play guitar, I'm not thinking about the world and all of my problems. And normally after I play guitar, I feel a little bit more ready to go, a little happier, a little more energetic.
Yeah. And there is a perfect example that I'm going to do it today. You have a meeting this afternoon, which I'm not included in this meeting at all. I'm going to go to my favorite store just to have the experience of going to this store. This store is called Rádio. It's here in Matosinhos. And it has plants, a restaurant / cafe, and it already has almost all the Christmas decorations. And I love experiencing that. It's not about like buying stuff and getting this. No, it's just like going there and oh my goodness, this is beautiful and feeling good about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so for 1 hour, I'm going to have that experience and I'm going to come back, take Buddy for a walk, and that's it. I have like 2 hours of rest on my day.
Yeah, in my day.
In my day.
Or you could say on my schedule.
On my schedule, yeah.
Yeah, that totally makes sense to me. One last thing I would like to add, Alexia. I think at least for me, and probably for people that are more on the anxious end of the spectrum, I think it is necessary to have a little bit of a slowing down process. So for example, when we were on vacation, maybe after the second or third day, I noticed that I could just sit on the couch and read for like hours. And normally, during my normal life, when I'm reading, I have to also be listening to music, or I can only read for like 20 minutes and I have to stop and look at my phone. But to really have like, just to slow things down, to turn the volume down a little bit, that gives me a little bit more space and more opportunity to rest.
Exactly.
Cool.
So, yeah, I think that's it. So, guys, go ahead and slow down.
Yeah, get some rest. I would recommend if you are someone that has difficulty resting like me, think about expanding your concept of rest. Because, at least during this podcast, that helped me understand things in a different and more clear way. So thank you, Alexia.
No problem. I'm here to serve y'all.
Awesome. So we will see you guys tomorrow. As always, keep up the good fight.
And live well.